wild ride.
Look what happened. Is this crazy?
The Trumps return to Washington.
We will make America great again.
The second inauguration of Donald Trump with all his favourites. Anything could happen. Join us for special coverage with expert analysis on this historic event from 3 a.m. Tuesday on 7.
They're the mythical ape men who some believe lurk in the Aussie bush. Although, aside from some grainy photos and fleeting encounters, there's no solid evidence they exist. Tonight in Flashback, the hunt for the Yowie. Max Butcher reports.
Around the world, stories abound about large ape men. The Yeti, Sasquatch, Bigfoot. In Australia, they're called the Yowie.
Long, shaggy fur, more like an ape, but it stood at least 14 foot tall.
Tales of a hairy ape man first emerged in stories told to early settlers by First Nations people. They called them Yahoo.
When it caught sight of us, it reacted rather strongly and cried, Yahoo! Started crying, Yowie! Yowie! Yowie!
In 1977, two teenagers found tracks northwest of Brisbane.
Who or what was it that left these thundering great footprints in a cow pasture and the bed of a creek near Kilcoy?
I know of nothing big enough to make a print like that.
Soon, the small town of Kilcoy was Yowie Central, and tourists came to catch a sighting of the mythical beast, so council erected a statue, although for some it was too anatomically correct.
What about those that have said maybe he needs to be censored just that little bit?
No, in fact, I think his extremities should have been a little larger for his overall size.
The mayor agreed.
You know, when you hire someone to sculpt something, he's got to sculpt the entire thing, hasn't he? If it had been a female Yowie, I suppose it would have had bosoms.
Of course, few had caught more than a glimpse, so a band of so-called Yowie hunters emerged.
Alpha 3 in position, over.
Yeah, copy that.
Okay, let's keep our heads down and exercise extreme caution, over. It's a primate, an upright primate that walks like you and me. A large primate head and jaw structure.
These men are obsessed experts. They're not in it for the glory. This is serious business.
A lot of people in Australia believe he's myth, but is certainly not.
That's Dean Harrison, and 25 years later, he's still hunting. In 2021, his team claimed they snapped 2 Yowies on thermal imaging cameras in the Gold Coast hinterland.
We were ecstatic. I mean, this was probably the best footage so far in Australia.
Still no tangible evidence though, so most have to settle for the chocolate version.
Sometimes, the wildest tales are just waiting to be heard.
Listen carefully, maybe you'll hear them.
Yowie! Yowie! Yowie!
Weather now and more rain today, Michelle.
Yes, Sam, we had a dreary finish to the week.